Introducing the Basking Brood Scale, the weight loss tracker that's anything but common. Delve into fitness with our revolutionary basking technology, saving you money with our embedded Urza's solar power plant innovations. Sync the Basking Brood Scale with our accumulated knowledge app and shred the memories of your failed weight loss attempts in no time. Plus, our signature sadistic glee motivator comes already equipped and laughs maniacally every time you gain weight, because there's nothing like a little humiliation to keep you on track. Witness your evolution with the Basking Brood Scale, a ray of revelation on your weight loss journey.
Available at Moros's Market.
Propaganda, propaganda, it's a time for propaganda, time to grab your brews and your commons. Propaganda, propaganda, open up your best ideas, time to watch Deluxe and Pauper a deck for you.
Ooh, what do we got here? We got some frogs and some fog. Well, not really. I guess in the sideboard, yes. Welcome back. I was off last week. I'm going to be off next week, too. We're going on a camping adventure. So the next show will be on the 21st. Word of the wise, up until about Thanksgiving, I'm going to have quite a few missed shows. I'll try to keep it to every other week. I can't be sure. My wife and I are going on this really cool pickleball excursion to Costa Rica in October, so bear with me. I'm usually Mr. Super Persistent and every like the sunrise, but the next month is going to be kind of a little up in the air. There's a lot of stuff going on. Anyway, so Jeremy Dauer from Legion, the local store that I play at every great once in a while, has won about 2 events in a row with a similar list. We'll go over his original list. And he sent this to me. Gone are the Ponders. Gone are the Preordains, the Going to Find stuff. This is just a lot of creatures and a lot of fun. We're running, it's the Petitioner style list, but we're using the Pawn Prophet now. And he also had the little, what is it, there's a 2/1 that makes a mana with the new set. It's like some scarecrow or something that was in the original list. I found that people, once they know what you're up to, they try to kill your petitioners. So I went with more petitioners because it was a 2-drop anyway, and we're really filled up at the 2 spot. I made the mana curve all over the place so that I could fit everything on one screen. And he also had Ents here instead of Lórien Revealed. Our draw package, aside from 1 Lead the Stampede, is 4 Winding Ways. Really helps this list out, and the density of the creatures really helps things out. Glistener Seer, we missed the last time. Just an MVP of this list. You know, you're looking for a mana, looking for that 4th petitioner or whatnot. It's that ability is really cool at the beginning of your draw step. We got Mothdust Changeling and Universal Automaton. What's really cool here is the use of the Sanctuary. I can't gain quite as much life when you run the gosh dang it, I'm just going to go show you this list because this is what it was. The 3-tree mascot. This is the one that can trip things up and add a little bit more life. But I went with 1 more Vandal and 2 more Petitioners over this build. Just found that, well, that was just what I wanted to be running. But this Sanctuary really does gain you quite a bit of life, even as I have it here. We're only missing the 3 creatures on that side of it anyway, and we actually make up for 1. So we're only missing 2 from the original list as far as ways to trip this Sanctuary. Will had, Dreamer Stingo, I should say. I'm always switching your monikers, my friend. Had a great suggestion at the very last minute to run Spellstutter Sprite because we're already running a lot of these things, and it will count as that too. However, if you look at the only argument I have against that is look at our 2 drops. It's just ridiculous how far this goes. And so we're looking in the future for more changelings and such. Anyway, I'll go over the list here. We've got 16 lands. Why? Because we're running the Lórien Revealed, 4 of, so it plays like we have 20 lands, and then we're not going to get flooded. 2 Islet, we've got 4 Sanctuary, a bunch of islands, and 2 forests, adding up to 16. We've got the 4 Seers, Changelings, and Automation for the 1-drops. We've got, I believe, 14 Petitioners, 3 Masked Vandals, just an MVP of this list, 4 Winding Ways, 4 Pawn Prophets. I call this Frog Mill because I just like weird names. 1 Lead the Stampede, 2 Gnaw to the Bone. We got 1 more on the sideboard and 4 Lórien Revealed. Now on our sideboard, see, I had this all nice and neat. Now I got to move everything around because I showed you the list too soon. This card is very underplayed in Pauper. I've thrown it on lands. I've thrown it, big old serpents and such. This is just very, very, very good. It doesn't feel blue at all. It feels like a very white card. I don't know why more people aren't running this. It's a 1-drop answer for like half of the permanents that you're going to face. I run all 4 of them. 4 Hydroblast. We got 3 Moments Peace for those aggro matchups. Speaking of that, 1 Knot of the Bone, and then the what we got? Yeah, Tormod's Crypt here. The original list had negates. I found that if you're going to counter anything, you'd probably want it to be a remove soul style effect, because I'm not too worried about spells, if you think about it. The only thing that's really going to wipe this board, I mean, we've got a lot of toughness here, people. This list is not shy. It's to Pyroblast. I mean, there's just every other thing is, it seems like a 1/3 body. Obviously, we have some 1/1s, but there's just so much 3 toughness that you're not really worried about spells. So if you like this style list, don't be too concerned about spells. Be concerned about Crypt Rats and Clark Can Shaman. Those are going to be the only things that can kind of keep people in stuff. So Persistent Mail 2, here we go. We're going to set up for 2 and go boombo. And hopefully, I don't know why the queue is so quiet. This is really strange. There's like nobody. Oh, that's why. Idiot. Let's kill that lead match. I was in the wrong screen. All right, let's do this here. There we go. Now maybe we'll find somebody. All right. Anyway, I'll take a week off and I forget how to play the game, right? Hey, Little Fights in the house. All right. Yeah, about the only weakness it's got really, I think, is like you said, the Skyfisher stuff, but I wouldn't really bring it in against that list anyway. So we can go find an island here, and we're pretty good. I'm going to keep this just because we have Lórien Revealed here. We'll pass up here. And looks like we're up against some sort of a... is this Infect or something? Gingerbread Cabin entrance. Oh, this could be some sort of a big old creature. I'm smart. I love the mill decks and Pauper. Been trying my own persistent list for a while. This list looks pretty cool. It is. It wins a lot. Like I said, it won the last 2 events at the. What am I trying to do here? I'm still gonna lead off with the Sanctuary. We'll gain a life real quick. We'll tap it and we'll go get our Islet and make our mana just right and pass the turn. Here we go. Woo! Yeah, Little Fight and I have been going back and forth trying to make a Skyfisher spoof using AI. He's quite the AI expert. If anybody has questions about that, hit him up in the chat. He's definitely the man to know about that. Alrighty. I don't think we're going to need that Vandal anytime soon. Well, do I want to... I'm going to try to just get our theme online here. We're just going to bring this out immediately. Might have wanted to go a Seer there, but, you know, I'm a purist. I like to use up all my mana when I can. I'm a big sucker for Force Spike. Is it Islet? Is it? All right. I've got some sort of massive creatures headed our way pretty soon, which is good with all our little 1-drop dorks. After we get to 4 or 5, we can just do that. And the other neat thing, it's just like Infect, where you don't care how much life this person gains. We don't care at all. But we do really care about... Campfire. So there might be a few reasons to run that. I'm gonna bring this out. We're gonna get our mana right. I'll mill them real quick here. Bloop. They could have a haste creature. I don't care. There we go. Woo. So yeah, the big problems with this list are Campfire, Crypt Rats, Clark Kent Shaman. Uh-oh. All right. Well, that kind of blows. There goes our green. We can go get another one. Here, let's see what we're going to draw first. Boink. We already have 2. I'm going to say bottom. Got plenty of those up and coming. Not too worried about that. Let's get our land right again. Go get the Islet, play it, and bring out the Changeling next turn. We'll do some stuff. 22 life. Let's just pass. Pretty obvious what our game plan is. It is not pain, it is milling. Oh yeah, Dreamer Stingo for sure. Echoing Truth could ruin our day, but you know, usually the most petitioners I have out at one time is 2. So it's not that big of a deal. It's quite a deal for 2 mana, a 1/3 body. All right, what do we got here? Big old 5/4. All right. Well, we'll start throwing these little dorks in front of it because it doesn't have you know what. Wow, we're about ready to just cast that, aren't we? Well, I'm going to just hardcast Lórien Revealed next turn. Let's, is there anything I can eat? That's that. That's that. All right. Well, while we have it, I think we're just going to get our dude online here. Oh, let me play the Sanctuary first so we can gain 3 life. And we can just eat this for a turn here. 2 more Sanctuaries trigger. Boink. Okay. We'll do this and this. Whoop, whoop. Here we are. So yeah, another warning. Next week there will be no show. So sorry about that. We're going to just hardcast Lórien Revealed. It's a nice out if our Winding Way forest gets eaten up. Really tempted to trip that Seer, but we can't do that if we're going to mill him here. Oh yeah, Dreamer Stingo. That'd be a little switcheroo sideboard. Just go all aggro. They bring in a bunch of campfires, but there's so much life gain in the format. I love mill strategies. We played this 2 weeks ago with our little Jund build. And Infect for that reason. There's just life gain is everywhere. It's very intrinsic to the format. It's embedded. Every other card seems to gain life, and as we're seeing our opponent do right now, they're doing the thing. I'm going to mill right now. I just have these little Spider-Man hunches about such things, thinking like, hey man, this is the time to do it. Green bean sushi roll. Woo! Good to have you with us. You saw the top of the show. We had the new Brood Scale commercial. It's very rare that I can put a commercial together that represents an actual metagame deck, because we were able to work in sadistic glee as well inside of like the app. So hopefully you guys saw that. I also cut a Bushwhacker commercial, and last night I just came up with another idea for Theremin Charm. So good news about me being unemployed. A lot of commercials to be. All right, let's do the thing while winding our way out of this mess. Hopefully finding more creatures to just block, you know. All right, we'll play this out. We'll play a Petitioner. And I'm going to use my green while I got it, because they've already shown us Acid Moss. So let's see what we're going to draw first. I'm not too worried about our opponent here. We're going to say bottom on that. And I guess I'll probably start blocking now. 5's nothing to joke about, you know. They might have some sneaky little crazy trample effect or something. This just looks like really big green, like big green value or something. All right. Big green, not enough big green creatures. That's what I'd call it so far. We've got 2 Acid Moss in the sideboard. I think they're just going for ramp value and not really land destruction plan. So I'll show you Kitty's a trick at home. We'll block here, and then we'll mill. Because why not, right? Let's keep our mana value up. Oh, this one, please. Yes, this, and this. Let's go. Mill 12, please. Bloop. They've got 1 more turn. We'll bring out their little dude. They got 3 mystery cards. And our Islet is hanging out. All right, well, we still drew it. Let's do that. Let's do this. I should probably Masked Vandal. Winding Way first. I'll pretend you didn't see that. Boop. There we go. Winding Way, creature. Really like this build better than the one that I played. Oh boy, look at that. We just threw a bunch of stuff in the yard, didn't we? I keep waiting on casting this, but I mean, since we've got our Islet out, I don't really care. We'll see what we're going to see. Let's see what's coming up next, folks. We can always mill ourselves. Got plenty of those. Boink. Here we are. Whoo, do you like the old bordered Petitioners? Is that what I'm playing? I'm not quite sure if these are the old ones or not. I believe they are. All right. Well, this game's won, unless they just have some crazy like Howl from Beyond effect. Talk about going back in time, right? I've thought about running that in Infect just for the fun of it, right? All right, let's make our board all nice and blue. We'll block here. We'll do the thing. Good news is we might not get too many quitters with a mill list, especially one that doesn't take a long time. Traditional mill lists, when you run spell-based stuff, gets pretty crazy. And you get the added benefit. I mean, there's so many benefits to playing this style, but you get the added benefit of seeing their entire board. It's pretty cool. Not too worried about anything, really. I think we're kind of pre-boarded. I didn't see too much I'm worried about. I mean, this would be nice, but I think it's kind of overkill. I'm just going to run it right back. Boop. Let's go. I'll call this Frog Mill. That's what I think I named it, just because. So yeah, this comes courtesy of an idea by Jeremy Dauer, who I got to meet a couple of months back playing Goblins at the time, or he built a Goblins list that we played on the show. So this is the second time we've showcased one of his things. Missed him when I played Brute Squad to first place at Legion. Kind of a smaller turnout. And so, yeah, we've got the Spellstutter note. And then the 21st of this month will be the next show. Apologies. I'm just going on all these little road trips and doing all kinds of busy, cool stuff. And editing a lot of stuff for PauperRBust. So, like I said, it's rare that I do 2 commercials in a year for PauperRBust. I've done 2 in like 2 weeks, and there's like 2 more on the books, so to speak. So, a lot of fun stuff coming up. I think we're at like 57 commercials now. It's pretty ridiculous. All right, I like this. We'll keep. I mean, we just got a fast mill plan here. It's just very straightforward, streamlined even. Going straight on. Woo! Oh, they printed them with the old border and Ravnica remastered. Well, yeah, my son just went and got me a bunch of them at the local store. I told him to grab me about 14 of them. So it's cool having a son that plays Magic as much as I do. He's I'm going to keep that forest out in case we run into some sort of technology with removal. But it's cool because I'm not a big fan of playing in person, just because you all know me. I don't really like crowds, and Legion in Lawndale, California, here down in Southern California, is very, very big store. It's bordering on Mox Boarding House some nights. I mean, it's like they're doing a very good job, in other words. Bad news for that is that I'm not a big fan of crowds, and it gets worse with age. I keep feeling a little hot and bothered when you'll usually see me sitting in the corner against a wall, something where it's, you'll never find me in the middle of a big pile of people. Even at concerts, I like to be at the edge of like a bordered wall, or something that just doesn't, I don't know, just something about masses of humanity bugs me. Always has, and it gets worse with age. 4 petitioners in, yeah. See, the last time we played this, I went over my our last little end of show notes, and we didn't do too good. I think we did like 2-3. It was a lot more spell-based stuff, but the big issue was they just kept killing petitioners just over and over and over again. Boy, I wish we had a 1-drop. We could already get the engine going online here. I'll drop this up. Just pass the turn. Don't have any subterfuge going on here. And I would consider running 4 Knot of the Bone, but look at our graveyard right now. I mean, you can always mill yourself 13 against like burn, just to buy you some time. And once you start blocking, Knot of the Bone starts adding up. Is this like the only creature this guy believes in or something? What's going on here? Alrighty. Well, we can't even do that, so I'll just petition like crazy here. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. We've got our blockers. I don't want to block with the frog. I love frogs. One of my favorite creatures. Frogs and ducks. Says the boy, or the man who used to be a boy that grew up on a lake in the middle of the woods. All right, there's something. That's something to worry about. A 10-10, 10 or more lands. All right, well, he's got 6 now. Damn, that's a lot. All right, so we're going to be blocking a lot. Buying time. Let's do it. We'll do the thing to you. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hiya. I can't smell this mic. When did I say that? God, I wish that was an enchantment or an artifact. Yeah, what is it? There's a 3-drop in Modern that's just crazy. It's let me bring this out. I'll keep the Vandal back. Or should I play it? We'll just play the petitioners here. 1 might make a difference. Watch this tech. Yeah, check it out. Inefficiency extraordinaire. Woo! All right. Maybe we can get rid of all of his lands before he gets to 10 lands. Is that what the requirement was? As long as you control 10 or more lands. I kind of like that. In a RAM strategy, make the lands count, right? Had a Mothdust Changeling save my life last night. It was some Mole Drifter with the Armadillo Cloak, or it was some crazy scenario. I had a little bit too much to drink it by that point to remember clearly, but I did know enough to trip this, make it fly, and block, and then win the next turn. Yo, Explore coming to town. We got 3, 7, soon to be 8. All right. Well, let's do this now. We'll go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I plan on blocking with this. Bloop. Hopefully I can get rid of lands this way. Yeah, I'd be throwing some Rancors on this like crazy. I mean, we do have the trample effect here, but they're gaining life. They're one away from this being ginormous. Of course, we do have 3 drops, so I'll be blocking with Vandal. Next turn, let's block here. Probably letting that one through. This is going to be close. If he's got any sort of tricks, we're in a whole lot of trouble. All right. I'm going to have to definitely block that. Okay, we could do this here. And bring this dude out. We'll try the, that's not going to make any difference, is it? I'm going to do this now. Something just tells me to do it. 2, 3. Sure, we'll just do that. I'll consider blocking with these other dudes. Bloop. All we got to do is live through this turn. I mean, we could gain 4 life. Next turn we can gain 6 if we need to. The Pawn Prophet. Banglin Wrangler, yeah. It's hard when the majority of your deck is, you know, to accelerate, right? And so a lot of times when you play a mill strategy, they play right into your plans. When you just mill away their goods, you know. It's frustrating sometimes, you know. You got the answer and then it ends up in your graveyard. You're like, oh man, so, you know, something like this or whatnot. Damio. Well, we kept their lands at bay, didn't we? Woo! Unless they have some instant trick, that would be nasty if they had like a Harrow effect. So just in the case of that, I'm gonna block here and here. I know this has trample. I'm giving them some credit. They're gonna have some killer answer here. Plus, it makes us gain 8 life next turn if we Gnaw to the Bone. Exactly. Booyah. 7 sneaking through. Now, if he's got some sort of effect to put in a critter, 9/9. Glad I blocked. Cool. And now they're dead. Boop. We'll do the thing. Play the land. I'll do this. All right, there we go. Win-win. W, big green, big G. Woo! And away we go. Yes, we are on Mill. Mill for days. Very cool list based on one by Jeremy Dauer from our Legion group out here in SoCal. Yeah, so bring up the list here. Let me bring up our Winding Ways here to that. Put our draws all together here and such. Go like this. Hey, all right. Yeah, we want to play first. Let's make our board a little smaller here. We've got Revealed and we got a Forest. We'll keep. It's clunky. I'll just go grab a basic and then keep moving. Yeah, I know. I think Explore used to be a really pricey card. I'm not sure if it's gone down. It's one of those. I think in real life it's nothing, and then online it was like 3 tickets or something like that, or it used to be. I'm not sure if it's been reprinted or not. Frogbill. That'll make you want to click, right? All right, let's just grab a basic island here. Pass the turn up. Whoop. Here we are. So yeah, again, campfires can be an issue for this list, but again, you know, the Weakstone Subjugation can turn it off. Not that they'd really be tapping it for life, so that's a little flawed logic there. What are you going to do? All right. Well, if we hit a land, I'll probably play Petitioners. If we don't, I think I'll lead on Seer. All right, or that. We could just draw a card here. I like that. So we've got 3 of these. If they're on counters, that's fine. We'll do this and just accelerate our mana, hopefully. Show us a land. Boo! Actually, pretty unlikely. We only run 16. Right behind the probability of that is the Petitioners at 14. You'd have to rewind and take a screen grab there, Penguin Wrangler. I'm not quite sure. Very rarely, but when yeah, Simic's probably one of my favorites. If you look closely at the opening credits of the show, the card that I sit in and I'm pointing at you, It's got a Simic theme. That's always been one of my near and dear combo loves. The first Pro Tour I ever qualified for, I was playing Mystic Snake combo, which is a Simic build with Kavu Titans and all kinds of fun stuff. So, all right. Do we just walk into a Spellstutter Sprite here? Let me see how quickly they are to do that. I'm going to try this. I'm going to bring out the Automation, because if they do counter this with Sprite, I can play Changeling and block with it. That's the theory anyway. Now, if they don't counter this, I'll probably lean on Seer just to get our mana right. Okay, cool. I will do the Seer. It's really what I wanted to have hit. That seems really counter happy, doesn't it? No offense to our Kraktos the bot. Maybe it is a robot. Who knows? Maybe it was programmed to counter everything that moves, because that Universal Automation is like going to the graveyard, talking to all his friends here in the suits, and he's like, dude, I just got counterspelled. And they're like high-fiving him with the little clankety-clank metal hands and such. Not quite realizing the purple goo that's spilling out. But I think they would brag about that, right? One of the best spells in history was used on me, man. That's how relevant I am. And his friends are like, yeah, sure. Click, clank, clank. These are the things that go through my mind. The mind of a madman that plays Magic too much. All right, come on now. All right, that's a good draw. Woo! Shall we act hurt? Shall we? I gotta play the ruse here. All right, we'll bring out the petitioners. See if we can get this boat sailing. It's like, did you hear the one about the counter spell? All of that. So and so's telling that tale again. Nobody saw it happen. You'd think they would be called the automations, the route that they're at there. Now he's double thinking that counter spell. It's like, wait a minute, maybe I should have used that on a petitioner. But even then, are you really going to do it? So if this lands, cool. If not, we'll Seer. We'll Seer. All right. They got a strange sense of justice for what they counter here. It's like, let the big stuff through and let go for that. Yeah, okay, we'll keep that on top. That's pretty good stuff. Seeing that we can double creature next turn, I'll just do this and go for it. Yeah, I've never quite noticed this purple. I mean, I guess that's the plasma that makes them change into anything, right? The little goo. Kind of strange. Shapeshifter. One of the oldest card types. Oh, what was that? Primal Clay and Revised, I think. Is that when that came out, or is that an alpha card? Is any historians out there, or Google historians? Just want to give it a quick lookie. I remember that being one of the first like ore cards. It didn't really say that, but you know, you have these options like, you can make it a wall, you can make it a flyer, you can make it like a 3/3, I think, on the ground. Antiquities, says Mindstab Thrall. I would not lay any bets on any of that. We're having a heat wave here. I was considering playing a goblins list so I could get. It's nice. Hopefully you can't hear the fan above me. I got it on pretty loud. But it was super hot yesterday, and everybody's gonna roll their eyes because it got to about 90, and there's places that are like 110 in California and stuff. But when you don't have AC or anything like that, it can get a little stifling. I'm gonna lean on the petitioners here. Play another one. I'll start activating this once we get 4 or 5 out for very obvious reasons. This gets countered. I'll probably cycle for just a basic and play the change thing so we can do the thing. Antiquities. All right, cool. All right, well, I'm still going to do it. We'll cycle it here. I don't know. Maybe I should just get the Islet, huh? I don't think one's really going to make a difference here. We'll play the Islet. We'll just get our stuff right. Here we go. Woo! Going to the beach today. Yeah, my wife went to the beach last night. I was like, have fun. I ain't adding sunlight to the equation. Boop, boop. Oh my gosh. So I didn't even tell you guys. I went up to see my son. That's why I missed last week's show. I've been in Olympia, Washington. And for you pickleball fans out there, if you get up to Lacey, Washington, there is a place called 23 Kitchens. It's where he works. And it is just a haven for pickleball people. It's called 23 Kitchens because they have a really nice like chef gourmet kitchen, and then in pickleball, the where you're not supposed to go zone is called the kitchen. And you know what? I'm going to do this right now. And so it adds up to 23 kitchens. And it's just, they have 6 indoor courts, 5 outdoor. It's just beautifully, it's like heaven. It's so cool. But anyway, I hit a personal best. I don't think I'm ever going to top it. Usually 2 to 3 hours is what I play per day usually. And I went 10 and a half hours on last Saturday. It was ridiculous. I mean, I had little 10-minute breaks here and there and would stop for lunch for maybe a half hour. But other than that, it was just wall to wall. Go, 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 go. My son probably jumped 3 levels. We used to play pretty even, probably around a 4, 5. And he's easily like a 5 and above now. I mean, it was just, I know the fatherhood ego and all that stuff, but seriously, I mean, his job is literally playing pickleball now. I mean, he just shows up and somebody will need the 4th player and boom. And yeah, crazy. And then we went to we went on a hike. I forget the name of the trail, but you know, looking at Mount Rainier, and the fam jumped in the lake. I did not. I'm not a fan of jumping in lake. I love jumping in cold water, but I don't like hiking afterwards unless you have a good change of clothes, because you know, things happen. All right, what do we got? Another counterspell. It'd be kind of useless at this point. What are we on here? Oh, they're playing a Terror deck. So we're playing right into their hands, but we can just block indefinitely. And they're milling, and we're helping them mill. So we see a snap. Oh, wow. Look at all the counterspells are accounted for. My little spidey senses was just right. All right, it's coming down. Woo! I think I probably just want to play this, right? Let's just do this. Bloop. Oh, I usually am a big sucker for jumping in cold water, but like I said, we had like 4 miles to go, and I'm like, I am not hiking 4 miles back with wet nether regions. All right, we will play for this. Sure. Yes. And don't think we really have to worry about a reckless charge here. So something, again, I'm just getting these little hunches. Something's telling me to do this now. I'm going to do it right now. Boop. To you, sir. Get the frog in on the action. Yeehaw. Take that. Crunch. Let's open this up. Bloop. Look at this white bordered. Ugh. Gross. Disgustive. Is that all the goods? They are a goner, son. We'll see what we're going to draw. This is so OP. That's 1 mana. Oh, man, we don't really need this. I'll say bottom. Watch, they drop some amazing enchantment that I've never heard of. See also. Yeah, Pacific's pretty warm. Actually, October is usually the warmest for the ocean here, but they keep... I don't know if it's always been that way, but they keep talking, you know, every other week it seems like there's some like, don't get in the water because something spilled or this, that. And I'm like, man, I know the ocean's a really big place. You can deal with a lot of stuff, but I don't know. I wouldn't lately want to go surfing in the waters near where we live. It's nice to look at, but I don't get in it very often. This is usually the MO of the list. They've got like 1 turn left, and then they get their offense online, and I mean, we can just block indefinitely. Again, I'm a huge fan of evasion for this very scenario. You just can't get away from this. I have agenda. I'm prepping to move to Australia. I'm prepping to replace all my clothes with linen. Oh, wow. What brings you to Australia? Did you used to live there? Or I'm intrigued. I have fantasies about just having these massive, like, you know, I'm just going to up and do this thing, you know. Go crazy. Sure. Let's see if they bite here. We'll go like this. Boop. Gain a bunch of life. See if they counter it. We've seen a force spike. Wife's going to be a professor there. Very cool. Yeah, you pretty much, from what I've seen, you almost have to live on the. Sure. We'll give them their little do there. Nope. I think I'm just going to wait for this. Let me see if we're going to see a land here next turn, or try to get one. tell you what, I want to go live where my son lives because that is pretty awesome. We'll throw that on top, and we'll just cast that next turn. I'm just going to do this now because I'm lazy. I like to keep my frog alive as long as possible. I just love frogs. A frog advisor. If you watch Naruto or Naruto or however the hell you're supposed to say it, I love the frog sages and that. The little croak voices. All right, so now the bone's been countered. Big deal. We're playing 4 of them main. Wink, wink. Because they have flashback, we only have to run 2 to play 4. I shouldn't say that. It'll probably confuse some people. Froggy won a million. Froggy won a million. He did right. Grandma. Good stuff. And just to prove a point, I'm going to block. Because I'm obstinate that way. How you like that, Serpent? All that work for nothing. And you're dead. Let's see if they bite on this. We'll gain some life. It's fun to always like mill somebody out. You know, you're starting at a higher total than normal. But so yeah, this list is no joke. They've probably got some sort of a counter spell for this. We've already seen Force Spike and Spell Pierce, so odds of this working pretty low. Yep, there it is. All right, nope. And you're dead. No, I hate how it asks you twice. Bugs the hell out of it. All right, let's do this. Boop, 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 boop. I don't know why they didn't just submit, like they didn't see this coming or something. Bonk. Sometimes it's fun to run into these lists that are trying to do the same thing we are. So I just wrote down Big G, and now I'm just writing down Big Blue. Not the technical name, but that's what I call it. All right, so we got a lot of counter spells. There's some graveyard shenanigans going on. I don't really think it's worth doing too much at this point. These are cool, especially against a big old serpent. I think I could probably get rid of one of these. Probably all of these. I think I'll bring in 3 and maybe just one of these. It would be nice to have another Crypt. Nah, I'm just going to leave it at 1. Watch, we're going to draw it too because I'm going to put it right there, and that's going to make the algorithm work for us. Woo! Yeah, Dreamer Stingo, I mentioned that a little earlier. If you're ever up against burn, don't forget to mill yourself. Throw about 10 creatures in your yard and then gain like 30 life. We'll open up the graveyards. Yikes. We technically have a land. Mulligan. Woo. Uh-oh. Mulligan. Is this going to be our first loss? Yeah. Yuck. Mulligan. This is bad news. Keep. Jeez, oh, Pizzo. Oh, these are very far away from happening. Done. I get out of early Serpent. We Weakstone it. Whack! So fun to put this on an artifact land turn 1. Just watch the person just go, oh, wait, I was really counting on that on tapping so I could accelerate. And then they're stuck for a few turns and then they're milled. Well, if the list is going to lose, it's probably going to be like this. It loses to itself. Change of plans. We're going beats. No Force Spike. Dreamer Stingo. Yeah, putting the Crypt there ruined our chances. The Pawn Prophet. Come on, let's just hit a land. I know it's unlikely. It sounds like a line in a movie, Green Bean Sushi Roll. I need 1 land and the frog will deliver. Like some horse race or something, right? Thanks for joining me, everybody. I know I've been played hooky last week. Going to play hooky again next week. Going camping with our awesome neighbors who we always have game nights with and stuff. So we're going to have like a 4-day adventure somewhere up near the Sequoias. I'm a pretty ignorant planner that way. I let my wife do all the work. She's so good at scheduling. And actually before her career, she was like and before almost the internet, she was like one of those executive planners that would get like the big wigs of companies like all set up and get their travel plans ready and do all that stuff. So it's an awesome skill to have. And because she's so good at it, I'm horrible at it because I never do it. What takes her 3 or 4 minutes would take me like 2 hours, and like I'd probably have some screw up and end up flying into Ontario instead of LAX or something. Yeah. Come on, land. All right, I'll accept that. cycle this. We don't have a 1-drop. I mean, other than that, so there's no reason to not do this. Boop. And we'll stop attacking now. We made our point, right? These guys are still chattering to each other. We didn't get countered this time, man. What's going on? I don't believe your story. I wasn't part of the purple goo last time. Woo! I love this art. Little dewdrop. He's just like, look, it's a magnifying glass. He's so proud of himself. That little look like, oh, it's like he has a look like, oh, good, the spell worked. like he failed the last few times at a dinner party or something, right? Your goo is leaking. All right. Well, we're gonna get countered no matter what we do. So let's do. We'll cycle this up. Whoop. I think we play the frog, right? One islit's enough. Deck is delivering now. Problem is, we're getting into that dangerous territory. They're going to counter this. No big deal. But we're getting into that dangerous territory. We don't have enough resources right now. Well, neither did they. As far as graveyard goes, I think they took out all that stuff. They probably just have a ton of more counter magic now. I mean, if they have a counter, they definitely want to do it here. Maybe they just have Spell Pierce and we're just playing a bunch of creatures. That'd be pretty funny. Yeah, me too, Dreamer Stingo. Hybrid Mana's the best. Just like, I'm going to make it an all-blue deck or an all-green deck and play these. I love how innocent the quote is, too. I've learned a lot, and it's very exciting out there. That set's pretty ticklish. The new set coming out, it's got some evil-looking clowns and such. I forget when that comes out. I think it's like in 3 weeks or something. Little return to some gothic horror. I forget what it's called. Does anybody have any info on that? I should know. I should have it written down. I should be doing better. But no. I'm just a selfish man. Duskmourn. Woo! Talk about bringing the temperature of the room down. That's like 2 negative words thrown together to represent a set. All right. Deep Analysis showing up. Good times. Yeah, we're just going to hopefully hit a land and we'll just sneak in our little theme here. Wouldn't put them past having a Echoing Truth here. A lot of people play 1 or 2. There's a haunted TV? I hope not. I hope they didn't make that like an artifact or something. What's hitting the yard here, people? Boy, Lórien Revealed really helped out here. I did change quite a bit to this list. Those used to be Ents and quite a bit of a creature shift here. Oh, do we want to hit land? This is rough. I think we have to try to hit land. Let's hit land. It's really going to suck if we miss. Land. Oh! Man, we're just stuck. You know, mathematically, it shouldn't have happened. Well, our Nod of the Bone is sure going to pay off now. I see. Dang it. I don't think we're going to win this one. Is this like what people play when they can't afford Lórien Revealed? How much are these now? Does anybody have a Goldfish up online? Are they still pretty high up? I'm sure once Standard rotates them out, they'll drop. That is a neat change in just the overall. I should be attacking. We'd probably have them at like 13 by now. It's a neat overall adjustment in the greater zeitgeist of Magic online, especially with Pauper being able to. This is a really weird play. All right, being able to lower your curve and be justified in it mathematically. It's pretty cool. That was a very strange play. All right, so we'll do this, gain a bit of life here. We've already seen this. Well, let me play the frog. Hopefully this is like a Mothdust Changeling or something. All right, there's a counter spell. Cool. We'll bring out a Petitioner. See if they got another one here. Might be a fort spike here. 88 tickets. 88 tickets. 0.88 tickets on GoatBots. That's not bad at all. Damn it. I was really hoping that wasn't the case. Nope. Temple's on their side now, and their graveyard's full enough with their mana here that we're in trouble. Triple mulligans will do that to you, folks. Frogs or not. Playing a very humble Simic list here. Little creatures. The rainfall brings us news of the world around us. I've learned a lot, but most of all, I've learned that it's very exciting out there. Such an innocent quote. Like he's an advisor, and he's like first day on the job advisor, right? Okay, let's see if we can get the frogs going. Come on, froggy. Woo! Ribbit. That's a great saying there, Little Fight. I love it. 50-50 chance it could go either way, and there's a 90% chance it ain't going to be your way. I like that a lot. All right, we'll walk right into the fire again. Let's go. We've only got 14 of these. Quite a few are in the graveyard already. And there's another counter. Cool. I should be attacking every turn. They'd be at like single digits by now. That would be a good quote in one of the cards I have here. The little cards that I sit inside of. I got that coffee, water, heat, steam mist nose. All right. We've got the old 1995 commercial for our first break. It'll probably be after this one. I love when I can find those old relics, mid-90s, of like local news reporting on the magic craze or whatnot. The demonic game that's ruining the youth, right? Show the unholy strength with the little pentagram and everybody freaks out. All right. Well, we can do the thing after it attacks. It's going to cost 3 mana. Maybe we can get there. These slow starts, frustrating. Oh, that's a good point there, Dreamer Stingo. What's your favorite counterspell, art, and or flavor text? I really like the DCI promo. I'll tell you which one is my least favorite is the Jazzercise from Ice Age. That's some lady in like spandex. I'm like, yeah, that's really magic related. Just very weird. All right, we'll lead off with the automation here. Cool, gain some life. That allows us to attack a wee bit more. Bring out another petitioner. Come on, no more counter spells. There's 2 in the yard. Another counter spell. All right. I guess we're just going to take it, and then we'll play the Weakstone. I was considering holding that back because they're probably going to want to counter that Weakstone, as that's their only offense, but... Mind Staff, you like that one the most? Yeah, that takes me right. I mean, they might as well show like a red Ferrari in the artwork. I'm just like, what does this have to do with magic? Some lady teaching yoga or something. Bodybuilder women counterspell. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. I've always been fond of calling it Jazzercise. Is that even a thing anymore? I know that was like a thing in the 80s. Has anyone ever heard of that since? We're going to take this. I don't think we're going to win this game. We really have to draw we have to draw another advisor and have that Weakstone not miss. It's like, no, you don't exercise that way. You should stretch like this. That's what she's saying. No white borders. All right. Let's do this here. On this. Boink. Ward. Okay. I shall pay. They're like reading it. Wow, that's a really good card. Why doesn't no one play this? I've already seen Snap, though, so they might be able to snap their own terror. But for blue, a blue-green list, it's damn good removal. And it's flexible. They're not on creatures. They're going to have artifacts, so it works on either. It is my 1-drop of choice. Oh, man. Okay, we're going to pay it. All right, yes. Now we got to pay for Ward. This is going to get expensive. 2. Yep. Boink. Okay. Does it work? We're still taking 5. Always you. You can always pay 3 to make it tap, but nope. Alrighty, let's go. I'm not sure why they tapped that. Are they just going to snap right now? That'd be weird. Nope, guess not. Oh, they paid 3. They misread the Weakstone. You making that up, Mind Stab? Frogs versus serpents. Yeah, you can hear the goo of the swamp. Blah, 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 blah. I'll take a frog over serpents any day. We'll take 5 more. Then I'll start blocking. So we triple mulliganed and our winding way whiffed. So definitely not going our way right now. Oh, wow. That's who it is, huh? All right. I don't know if I ever meet her, I'll make sure to give her a mouthful. Like, hey, you've got no right being on this card. That's the one that I hope Weakstone shows up for. So even a Weakstone here is a good pull. All right. Nope. We're not going to live very long here, people. We're taking 11 a turn. This will gain us 2 life. Or 1 life. Excuse me. And they surveil. I don't think we're winning this one. We have to like winding way and hit, you know, a petitioner and some more 1-drops so that we can just keep chump blocking. It's definitely in the cards. I mean, we can do it. A little bit of life gain's going to help. Dreamer Stingle, you got to send me a new picture or a second picture. I got to get you in the openers now that you're a mod here. It's been months. I think I saw the Photoshop file that I first tried to tweak because that picture you sent me at first was too bright. I just couldn't pull it out. And it was like from 4 months ago or something. I'm like, man, get on it. Get you in the show since you help out so much. All right, here we go. Boop-a-doop. You guys hear the little sadistic glee motivator app inside of the new commercial? That was pretty cool. Having a lot of fun with that one. All righty, note to self. You know, I don't even want to really mess with their graveyard. For this goes to a game 3, which looks likely. We'll block with a frog. Take 5. Take 5. Blocking with the frog in case there's an echoing truth move here. So we're getting so low on... Oh, man, this is really frustrating. Let's go to game... I might be able to pull this out. I'm going to give it to him. We triple mulligan, people, so, I mean, come on. We'll do that. These would be pretty good. Actually, I probably just want Gnaw to the Bone. Just keep it almost like we started it, right? We only took out the Masked Vandals. I think 3 subjugations is good. We'll do this. Surprised by no of one mind. Oh, in that list? Or what's that in reference to, Penguin? Oh, I want to play first? Yeah, and I want to see a land, please. We got it. We're there. We'll keep. Boink. And we got the Weakstone immediately. We got double petitioner. All right. This guy just makes me happy. Magic needs more frogs. Thank you for that, Dreamer Stingle. Yeah. Chimpskey is off doing some Norwegian adventure. I forget. Do you remember what that was? It wasn't the movie theater, which is about every like 5 weeks or so with him. He's got some cool little movie theater issue. All right, let's play this. Gain a life. Watch we win with 1 life. That'd be pretty cool. The Sanctuary. With about 12 triggers in this list, I believe. Island Cycling. I'll get the Islet. Just make things right. Bloop. Here we are. Boink. Just like that, our mana's right. So we'll gain another life with the automation, and I will start attacking. It seems like their setup was so long there that I think they would have been at like 7 life before those serpents came online if we were to just thrown good dudes out there. Oh, that'll change things. I love Ovo in Mine. I just don't know what you're referencing. In this person's list, you expected to see it? I'm guessing that's what it was. We will drop the automation. We'll probably throw that Weakstone on the Drifter, especially if it flips. That's a lot of damage. Lightning Bolt's turn. That's right, Dreamer Stingo. I'd bring up the email, but I'm lazy. Kraktos the Bot has a Bald Delver. All bald cards are good, including this one. Tell you what, I am so thankful for not having hair when it's hot out like this. Gosh. I'm playing pickleball. I'm overheating. I just take off my hat, and it's just like 20-degree cooldown. Boop, like that. We will block this all day long if they attack. Next time you see me, it'll be my wife and I's 25th anniversary between these shows. It's in 4 more days on 9/11. Cool. Let's go. Think I'm running low on creatures or something? Let's do this. That was a really weird move. All right. Something smells of Force Spike. Please be a land. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's get our dude out, right? Yeah, let's do this. Boop. I'll just get this out now. Oh, nice. I think it was our 2nd anniversary when 9/11 happened. Thought Scour showing up. Oh, they're Thought Scouring us. Interesting. There we go. We've got blockers. The good news. Well, no, that isn't really good news. That's Sanctuary. Sometimes I wonder if the deck needs it or not. It's cute. And it's wildly effective sometimes when you have multiples and early automations, and you're up against red, and you can block with those automations. Petitioner's no joke either. I mean, it requires one for one removal. But just wonder if that little bit of life gain is worth the payoff, because we do already run out of the bone. I'm not quite sure what the right call is there. It's right on the edge there. I mean, there are some games, if you sleeve this up, I highly recommend you do it. It's a lot of fun. But you'll be really surprised how much that Sanctuary keeps you in games. Yeah, I've on agenda. That's so true with just the way things work these days. It's like if it wasn't for like Facebook, I wouldn't know half the stuff I know. It's just crazy. All right, let's see if they bite here. I'll do a double green on this. Bring out the frog. Hopefully we hit a land. They're probably just going to counter it, but at least you can't force spike it. Hey, look at that. It worked. Free creatures. And a draw. Woo! But yeah, it's neat looking at, back at the other list that I played, I think was courtesy of Guy Who Walks Alone. And that's rare. We only have 2 of those. But, that was more like ponder and like setups and digging with spells. And the only spells in this really, are all draw spells and really on theme with the Winding Way. And then, you've got the Knot of the Bone. If it ends up in the yard, big deal sort of thing, right? All right, we'll do the thing here. Bloop. At least mill you for 1. Let's see a serpent. Hey, it's a Delver. That's pretty good. We really need blue. This is very strange to triple mulligan and then to hit all of our forests on like turn 4. All right, there's 1 snap down. About the only removal we're probably facing. Really like to hit an island here so that I can just petition, counter, petition, haha. 3 in our hand. It's pretty unlikely they're going to have an answer for each one there. All right, cool. Well, block with the frog. I've already pointed that out. Frog versus Delver? I don't know about that. Seems like Delver should win. A human versus a little frog. Yeah, let's hope for just island. I don't need no tricks. Save the revealed for when we can cast it. That's still one of my favorite things about Twitch is these little quotes. I think we were going for like 6 years before I realized that that was a thing. Okay, well, we're just going to walk in the counter mana here. Let's do the thing. I really wish I had another frog here. That'd be nice. They already know we have one of these. Is it going to eat counters, or are they going to just lose on time here? Whoop. There we go. Digging, digging. Just useless lands here. Let's go. If this thing ever flips, we've got a great hand if we just draw an island, which is the most numerous card in our deck, and we don't have a single one out. Technically with the Islet, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that's one thing I think humanity is lessened by with technology is you used to have everybody's phone numbers memorized and dates memorized and stuff, and it's gotten us a little, not a little, a lot lazier. I guess you could argue, oh, it's freeing up all these spots for these other things. It's like, is it? All right, well, I'm going to throw a Weakstone on that straight away. They've only got one card. We've got 2 Weakstones here. Come on, Island. Let's go. Just let me see it. Island. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Should I wait till it's tapped and just bring out the goods? Let's do that. Boink. Boink. All right. We'll just take the maybe 8. That's going to be brutal. You can always throw it on the Terror right now because the second they attack, you know, it's just stuck. But I wanted to get the petitioners going there. Consider the following has shown up. I'm sure they're going to play it immediately. Yeah, I'm that way too, Mindstab Throw. A lot of my friends' numbers who had the same, like, I called during COVID one of my older best buds' parents and just talked to them, you know. And I was like, I still got it. And they're like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I dialed this on memory after like 25 years. Good for passwords. Add a few words in there or whatnot. All right, 14 life. Here we go. Let's play this first. Yeah, they've only got one card, and we know what to consider. So, all right. Now, did they draw a counter? Because this is an advisor. We will advise a plenty. Boink. Only problem with my plan here is if they do have Spell Pierce, I'm going to be in a bit of trouble. Ooh, a counterspell. All right, well, I'm more worried about this thing killing us over time. So I'm going to do this now. Always yield. We'll pay the 2. Boink, boink. Yes. We'll just drop a petitioner next turn. Nope. And we'll do the thing here. Hopefully this is a counterspell or a... No, man, I did not want it to be an island. Did you miss anything amazing? Nope. Just some clunky draws. We finally hit our second island. We'll just Weakstone that other insect. Start getting our mill online here. Hopefully they didn't draw the thing. And if you've learned one thing today, you've probably learned that Weakstone Subjugation is a very good card. What more do you want for 1 blue mana, right? All right, let's gain some life. I mean, this is kind of a must counter territory here. Let's do this. Boink. I'll say no to that. And we'll bring out another one. Boop, 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 boop. The game is over. Boink. Whack, 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 whack. Technically, could have held that back, used the frog, gotten 1 more mill out of the deal, but what more do you want about a 1 blue mana? Just draw 3 cards. I want to draw 4 cards. Yeah, what is that? Surprise deploy. What's that blue card that I play in Convoke lists? Sure, we'll just rub it in here. Let's go. Yeah, treasure cruise. They're going to submit or quit. Snap. All right. Cool. I'm feeling pretty weird. Let's do this. Snap showing up. I'll draw a whole lot more turns. Boink. Let's, oh, I thought I had a seer out. That's strange. Oh, well. I'll do the thing here. For you, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whack. You. And then this 1, 2. Why not? All right. This way it'll be over next turn. There's just no way to win here. I don't know, unstable mutation by 3 and somehow get rid of a subjugation in one card. Who knows? If you look closely, we've got this. This is 12, and then we just activate it again for 1. We won't need to now because they just considered the following. Opening up the yard so y'all can see. And I grab some coffee and a quick little fun break. I highly recommend you watch this little bathroom break coming up. As we're 2-0. Pretty cool. I don't know why people do this. Just going through the motions, right? It's like count your cards. I mean, you got a campfire all of a sudden? That would ruin my day. That's about it. I'll just do it on activation to prove a point. Pop. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whack. And here we go. Another one. Why not? Boop, 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 boop. Campfire's a hell of a card. That's probably new to you, Little Fight. And here we go. Off to the races. I'll be right back, right after we go way back to 1995.
Sat down with players this afternoon who say the game's appeal is all in the cards.
They shuffle like ordinary cards, but if you've never played Magic: The Gathering, then the deck is definitely stacked against you.
This is Stone Range. It destroys 1 land. This card here is Wrath of God. It destroys all creatures in play. You take the card and you put it up in the air, about a foot off the ground. You flip it. Yeah. Any cards it lands on is destroyed. So I touched all 3 of them cards. All 3 of them cards are destroyed.
Did you get all that? Well, don't worry. If I laid all my cards on the table, neither did I. Even so, players say this fantasy game of sorcerers, creatures, and spells is gaining in popularity. They say it's kind of a snappier version of Dungeons and Dragons.
The game plays a little bit faster than Dungeons and Dragons. In one game cards, it may take like 5 to 10 minutes to play. There are some games that last as much as a half hour, 45 minutes.
The object of Magic is winning, which means it's not so different from any other card game. But in this one, you're not going for an inside straight or royal flush. You're trying to drive your opponent from a place called Dominia. Now, even if fighting for control of Dominia just isn't in the cards for you, the cards themselves may still be worth a closer look. They spent 100, but your collections don't.
The collection's probably about 500.
Players collect and trade them just like baseball cards, but some of these are considered too valuable to even lay all of them on the table. In Troy, I'm John Kleekamp, Channel 7 Action News reporter.
And we're back. Little trip down memory lane there. I had to cancel a game with Kraktos the Bot again. I didn't want to have a replay. All right, here we are. Oh, that close-up of a bad shuffle, says Agenda. Woo! Domineria. All the weird little ins and outs that the game has gone through. Pretty cool. Neat to be there from almost the very beginning. Here we are. So yeah, this list is pretty cool. I actually think this is trophy worthy. I think it's got There's 33 creatures. Everything else gets creatures and gains life, keeps you in it. Boop, boop, boop. Pretty sweet little list. Yeah, really, really love this card. Man, such a good card. So just keeping us in it. 1 mana. Fix the game. Woo! Good times. Good. Kraktos the bot got the message as we're both in the queue here. Alrighty. Here we go. Minimize. Ultrafy. Big Vaz. Never played this person before. Yeah, I want to play first. Ooh, I got to mulligan this. Alright, we'll keep this. Alrighty. Hidden the bed. Good night, Mind Stab. We will keep this. We've got enough petitioners here. We'll do that. Done. Wonk, wonk, wonk. Let's do this. I'll just get this immediately. I know. Wait till the end of their turn. I'd rather just do it now, because I'll probably be chatting and forget. It's just a streaming thing. Love me some capybara. Woo! All right. So now we'll see if we can survive. We'll play that petitioner just to block with. It'll probably eat a bolt, and then we'll play it again. And again. We'll gain 1 of this life back. Here we go. Bloop. Gaining a life. Playing a petitioner, which will probably eat a galvanic blast or a lightning bolt. Probably the latter at this stage of the game. I guess you could run into it and then blast it. There's another. All right. Well, we got another petitioner for you, sir. Okay. Take 2 instead of 4. I like that deal. Next turn, they're going to have to start killing stuff because we can just double block and kill things. Is it going to live? I would have bet against that. They got an Implement of Combustion play here. Are they going to really surprise us and play a Lava Dart? Red. I just call it red. All right. Bushwhacker alert. Anybody see the new Bushwhacker commercial? I don't have it queued up today, but I just cut that one too, so a lot of fun. Bloop. Do this. Gonna want a Winding Way pretty quickly because I can turn up Gnaw to the Bone. Maybe we should call lands. I don't know. Definite Bushwhacker incoming here. Any more artifacts? Keep those Tomb Raiders at bay. Epicure. I guess they don't have the Bushwhacker. Oh, that's good news. Of course, it does turn on the Tomb Raiders here. What's the play? What's the play? Do we block all the little dudes or the big dudes? Let's double block here. Get rid of the guys. Discourage more attacks. Crunch. Those petitioners. I got pretty big gavels. Wouldn't think a bunch of advisors would be good in combat, but I guess you get enough of them together. Alrighty, let's do this. Cycle this. Island cycling. Yeah, we're just going to play this because can't really do much else. There we go. If this can survive against red, I think I've beaten it once, but you know, what kind of odd, data point is that, right? One time, but I think if I was taking this to what do you call not a challenge, but a league, I would definitely want to play test it against red because red's everywhere. Little Fight will be very happy to hear that. It's such a good deck. So consistent. Everything's a 1-drop. It's crazy. Come on out, Bushwhacker. There you are. I have spent probably an hour cutting this dude out. Not an easy job. I go by the pixel too. Because once you want that art. So if I ever need it again, I can just, bam, it's right there. Just high res. Okay, well, we're going to be taking a lot of damage here. Taking 8. Block, block, block. That Winding Way, better find a Gnaw to the Bone here pretty quick. Direct damage here. Fire Blast is usually not in the cards anymore. Combustion. It's That's 1 damage. All right. No more techies. This is nice. Yeah, let's play this for the life. Gain that. Let's, I guess we do this for creatures. Creature. Hey, look at that. Very cool. All right. Technically, the profit's the way to rock here, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna do this. Get a whole lot of stuff. We're at 8, feeling pretty good here. We'll use the Seer on our beginning of our draw step to make sure, see if we can find Gnaw of the Bone and really. Actually, Gnaw of the Bone does absolutely nothing right now. We need stuff to die. But look at this toughness on display, right? 3 3 3. I mean 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 3 0 3. That's all. You know, good luck, Pyroclasm. They're drawing, looking for another Bushwhacker maybe. Even that's not going to get through this. Ever notice green cards that you draw tend to have use gold light in the art? I have not noticed that. But what other color is light? It's like saying nutrition food. Hydration beverage. All right. Well, that's a problem. I'll have to double block that. Not that I can attack this turn. I always know it's a little fight when he calls me Goober. Coiling Oracle. Dreamer's Dingo, I almost spit up my coffee. Humor joke. I love it. I think that was in Upright Citizens Brigade, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's go. Turning on the love. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see what we're going to find. Show us good stuff. That's a blocker, and it will trigger this. So I'll say top. And it keeps us in life territory here. Bonk. 2 life, please. Zoop. And we'll do the thing here. Froggy. Let's go. Frog. Cool. We'll gain some more life. Whoop. 2 more to be clear. Hello, Governor. Looks like we're out of the woods. 019. Pauper time. Thank you for the emote there. Oh, my nice screaming bald head. Wah. And looks like we're going to win this one. Pretty inevitable at this point, being at 10 life. I don't know. You never know. Maybe they are playing Fire Blast and they've got all kinds of goods behind this. I don't know. We do need creatures in our graveyard, though. That's why you don't want to run 4 Gnaw of the Bone in this list. They still have to get there, right? This is normally an awesome move, but not here. We have outpaced goblins. It's a bad idea to attack here. Yes, I will double block. All right. Let's do the thing. We want stuff to die, so we'll go block, 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 and a block. Nothing gets through the wall of advisors. Let's do this. These are going to die anyway, so let's do the thing. Boop. And then we'll do this thing. Boop. Yeehaw. Bloodbath. What do we got here? You can see the whole. Oh, goblin grenades. Got to be a little wary of those. Take no damage. All your creatures die. Who says blue doesn't have Wrath of God effects, right? Hiya! Let's go, Froggy. I love playing the frog. All right, there we go. And we're gonna bring in Hydroblast. Probably lose this. These are a bit slow. I want early stuff. Get rid of some Winding Ways. Profit. I'm going to get... That's a little mana hungry there. I think I want to make room for all 3 of these. Or just a Gnaw of the Bone. I think we'll just roll with 1. That doesn't seem right, does it? Masked Vandal's pretty good here. Let's make room for 3 of these. I mean, it's kind of why they're there, right? Don't want to do that. I guess we'll lose 1 Vandal. Bloop. There we go. Be funny if we get a Masked Vandal very early against a what do you call Great Furnace. So I mean, whatever you think of this deck, you got to admit that's a meta deck right there. Came out hot, had us damaged very quick. It's not like they drew badly, and game 1 we're able to withstand it. It's pretty cool. We'll keep this. I'm gonna hold on Hydroblast, and if that doesn't work, we'll do the thing. Unless, yeah, we got to kill that. Now I really want to see a Vandal show up. Block with a Changeling, get some fodder in the yard, and then boom, we'll do the thing. I'm going to get rid of this immediately. Crack attack. That's too much stuff early. Let's go. All right. I'll probably bring out Mothdust Changeling just to block. Again, we want some creatures in our yard. Are they using the blood token already? Oh, all right. And we also want the Changeling to have some food. Mainly the Great Furnace. Consider the blood token if they're tapped out. We'll find out later. Oh, that's tempting, isn't it? Man, what's the right play here? I think we need to draw the card. Let's draw the card. All right. I'll bring out that Islet. Probably cycle Reveal. Get another Islet in case they're running some sort of a Molten Rain package or something. Hey, that's the card I'm kind of sitting inside of right now, if I remember right. Experimental Deck Designer, is that what it says? I can't remember. Made it too many months ago. If all of you ever do like to dabble in cards and want to make me a card on MTG Card Creator or whatever it's called, feel free. Send it to paupergan@gmail.com. Obviously, don't worry about the art because I cut that out, and maybe I can use it in one of the shows. It's another way people can help out or do the thing. Well, let's block early and often. We've got to survive these first many turns. Sanctuary would be nice even here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm going to do it because this is going to eat a lightning bolt. Tempo's a little interrupted, but I do look like Mr. Clean's brother. Yo! All right. I like this play because they've got to use removal to get rid of the Petitioner. And that's 3 less damage going at our head. And if they don't, we just block. There we go. We just arrest them for a lightning bolt. And we take 4. It's going to be 6. Yikes. Probably going to sit back on a moment's peace here. I don't know if it's worth one thing. Probably just double play a Changeling here. I doubt that they're going to, with all the 3 toughness, I don't think they're going to keep in the festivities. I wouldn't. And you all know, everything I say is gospel. That's got to be right. First things first, let's get our mana right. We are going to need some more green in our lives. We'll play this out. We'll do a double Changeling play here. Boop, 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 boop. And I will double block. Again, we're just trying to stay alive. We're in single digits already, so this is getting kind of scary. I don't expect to go 2-0 against a red list, but it could happen. Our mana's good. And the nice thing about only running 16 is very unlikely to get screwed. Now, having said that, we all know it's going to happen very next turn or game, right? We're probably either going to, I mean, we're going to get flooded. All we're going to see is land, land, land. So even here, you know, the old, I'm going to bolt it in response to save my creature. Cool, that's 3 more damage I just saved, you know. And then if we draw Gnaw to the Bone, we're really back in this. And there's no Nature Blast in Magic. There's plenty of Hydroblasts and other things, but prevent 2 and future 2s. I like it. I really want to see them trip the blood because that means they're kind of desperate. They probably have Goblin Grenade in hand and no way to use it. All right, cool. Nope. Now that, what do you call, in the original list, there was, this is the original list now. Yeah, the 3-tree mascot, technically, I mean, we could be using that against a chain lightning style effect and doing stuff, but no, I don't think we're going to live here. We really need to find Knot of the Bone right now, which will gain us 8 life. Nothing to sneeze at. All right, we did not find it. We have plenty of others, though. We'll bring this out in case there's some hasty critters showing up. And bring this out. And we're in deep trouble. I don't think we're going to survive this turn. That's right. A little fight. Levitate. And there's 1 of the damage. Implement of combustion. Aren't most things? Most things are combustible. And we're dead. Okay, cool. I'm kind of happy about that. We haven't been losing very much today, so nice to have a little adversity in our lives, right? Well, now, I really wanted to see that. So much so, I'm going to do this. These felt... I don't know if I want to be on Moment's Peace here. I'm going to... I know, technically that's exactly the kind of list you want it against, but... I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring in that last Vandal. There's quite a few artifacts in this list, so if I can see one early. Are we off to our first loss? Maybe? Yeah, I want to play first. And we are screwed. Mulligan. That makes sense, being screwed. I just don't want to be flooded. Okay, this is good. And we have a life engine here, too. We'll keep this. Keep. What are we getting rid of? Oh, Knot of the Bone. I am going to want to see you. Oh, man, this is rough. Stuff's going to die. Oh, boy, do I get rid of the island here? No, I'm going to regret that. I really want to see Knot of the Bone. Stuff's going to die. I got to get rid of one. Done. That was a really tough call. Let me do this. Gain the life immediately. And then we'll get our land right. We'll play the automation, gain 1 more life next turn, and everything's nice and set up now. Frog Mill. That frog is pretty cool. It would greatly help this list if we didn't run these for the frogs, but we also, it's great to have these against this. Right? Right. Let's bring out the automation. Bloop. Do that, and I think I'm going to change the plan here, and we'll bring out a changeling here. This will gain us more life, and we can represent a double block. And then, regardless, stuff ends up in the yard, and we're good to go. We're at 23 life already. A lot of work for our mana, right? 1, 2, 3. They're like, damn it, quit doing this stuff. Sure, I'll double block all day long. Gotta survive. Already represented the movements here. Here we go. Let's go. Hey, maybe I should make it fly just to do a thing, right? Eat up the clock. Woo! So again, another alert. There will be no show next week. I'll be camping, and then I'll be back in a Brute Squad mood. The last couple months I've been playing that list a lot. We'll bring this out. I think it's best to just play the Petitioners as a blocker. They're stuck at 1 mana here. If this Petitioner survives, we're in really good shape. We can gain 4 life in our graveyard right now. Don't like seeing a mountain, damn it. All right, yep, I'm taking damage. Would have been nice to counter that. We take 6. Hey, we're still in the teens. Sure. Block here. It's kind of a tell that I don't play Echoing Truth when I block a token like that. I don't know. Overthinking things is how I roll. All right, another Petitioner with Counterspell back up. Let's go. Feels like we've turned the corner here. Yeah, 4-color aggro. I've been seeing a lot of those. Sneaky snackers. Is this worth it? I'm going to let this go. Especially if there's a Bushwhacker right behind this, some sort of removal and such. Sure, let's do the thing here. Bloop, get you for 1. Hey, it's a Chain Lightning. That's good news. Bonk. Here we are. Might start milling myself at this rate. It might be a good plan with Knot of the Bone here if we get in a dire situation. All right, must counters. Probably want to keep our petitioners alive. Stuff that targets those. That's a pain because it represents a double block. But I'm still going to let that go. We can always kill it if things get out of hand here. Come on over. Do I mill myself here? This is tedious, isn't it? Boop, boop, boop. All right, that's enough lands, please. We are set on lands here. Got to counter a bushwhacker. I've already seen one. It's a good thing we're not in single digits, so I feel really safe here. Yep. I guess we'll get there eventually, people. Hey, it's another Chain Lightning and a Tomb Raider. Hey, these are profitable mills. Come on, list. Jeez, this is ridiculous. We're not supposed to flood in this list. We've got 16 lands and we've drawn like 3 in a row. This is maddening. Hindsight, should have milled myself. Be so cool if you could scry first, if we got a little scryer dude out. There's a counter. No. Counter spell, it's red. Cast it. Boop. Ink. Do they have the answer? Maybe. Do I mill myself now? I think I've learned my lesson. I'm going to mill myself. Hiya! There's a petitioner. Hiya! Hi. Cool. That worked out good. And we'll do this for creatures. Creature. Give us stuff. Woo! All right, here's some life. This is probably where they concede. Profit, sure. Get our engine online here. Boink. Yep, draw the card. Oh, cool. Look at this. All of a sudden we win. That's pretty cool. 18 life, mid-game against red deck, tier 1. And the only reason we lost game 2 was a triple mull, if I remember right. And it felt like we were turning the corner, but the timely lightning bolt sent us packing. But other than that, it's been a pretty good day. Ooh, that's interesting. I can mill right now, but I'm not gonna. I really respect burn, so I'm gonna let that go. If you watch closely, I could have tapped all 4 in response and milled them, but then I take quite a bit. There's 2 cards still in their hand. Not a very profitable attack here. And once we play that Knot of the Bone, it'll probably be, they'll probably go away. All right, let's do this here and here. Sure, I'm just going to play it. Let's go. We get nothing for the deal except life. Here we are. Lots of stuff. So if you've got a sweeper here, what, you get a profit and an automation? Yeah, Little Fight Night couldn't be more different that way. When Magic Online came around, that's what made me a Magic fanatic. It's like, wow, my collection's all in one spot and perfectly aligned, and I can have 4 of something and make 50 decks with the same card. Let's go, Blocko Changeo. Let's do this. Smart moves here like this, and go like this, and sure, we'll just make it a bloodbath, right? And we'll do the thing. 1 damage gets through. We kill a lot of stuff. And our Knot of the Bone is going to be really nasty here. You, please. We'll go like this. Boink. Boots on the neck of the opponent kind of guy. I guess so. The only thing I'm not that way in is pickleball. I can have just as much fun losing. I often say that Magic, or I should say Pauper in general, it's so much sweeter. It's like the gambling phrase, money won is twice as sweet as money earned. It's so true of when you play a original list. It's just so much better to win that way. I love it. Bring this dude out, draw a card. sit around, mill them twice, and then we don't even need to play Gnaw to the Bone. I mean, I will. Might get a quick concession here. But for those of you naysayers out there, this is a pretty good list. What's he targeting? Oh, the Petitioner. All right. 2 more, where that came from. Let's do the thing. This might get a concession. That's why I'm going to do it. Boop. All right, cool. I'll do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wonk. All right, cool. We have not lost. We've beaten big green, big blue, and well, I'll just call it big red, even though all the creatures are little and it does big damage. Woo! I love how randomly the Pawn Profiter is an advisor. Yeah, when those cards got spoiled, I know this kind of a list was on everybody's mind. All right, I'll accept these kind of hands. We'll mulligan. Yikes. A double, though? Mulligan. All right, we'll keep. We really need help with a lot here. We'll get rid of this and this, I guess. Done. Frustrating first turn, but whatever. Yeah, well said, Little Fight. That is so true. All right, well, we're off and running here. I'll cycle straight away. Get an islet. Make everything just right. I'll probably get a basic island out of the other one. Drop a Petitioner. We got black showing up. Bog, all right. This looks like whatever we put out's going to die, so I might want a Winding Way first. We don't really care about this. What is this, Tortured Existence or something? Caustic Caterpillar, main. Very strange. I'm not too worried about stuff going down. Let's cycle again. Let's just get everything right. You know, I'm going to go for a basic here. Play this out. We're good. Yeah, back when we started PauperRBust, Mill was like such a hard deck to pull off. Now there's a couple builds of it. I think this is the strongest one. I'll try to revisit the old list. Persistent Mill from Guy Who Walks Alone was the first one to send us in, and then, you know, of course, I tweaked a little bit of it. But pretty awesome little list there. I think the right move here is Winding Way for creature. Get a little 1-drop dork out so that we don't, waste away here. Let's do this. Winding Way for creature. Give us a 1-drop. You did not, you jerk. All right. Well, are there any artifacts? Not much. I mean, we can get rid of an Eldrazi. I don't know if that's really going to be worth it. Actually, we can't right now. We'll gain some life back, though, with the Sanctuary play. Yeah, I guess we do have 4 Petitioners. If they've got some edicts, which I'm sure they do, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, what was it? Spell Slam, one of our old friends off YouTube, had a really good build of Mill using spell-based, given his moniker especially. I think I was right. There's a Stinkweed Imp in this. All right. Well, let's bring in the Tormod's Crypt, just because I'm sure they're up to some nastiness. Good news, we'll hold back Vandal because we're probably going to see a Tortured Existence sneak through here. A strange list. Yeah, Tree Folk, Stinkweed, Rumble. That's what we're looking at. All right, and they're going to help us out a lot here because we're just going to help them mill themselves. Sanctuary. Okay, let's bring that out. Gain some life. Bring out a Petitioner. And then another one. They're like, oh, crap. We're milling ourselves, and they're milling themselves. Again, like a Crypt Rat move, or heck, a Fester Creep. I want to bring that one up, any of the mods here. It's pretty cool. Little Fight showed up because, Chimpskey's out today, so. That's true a lot of times with this list. The little bit I've played it this week, I probably have like 10 games with it, and it's brutal. This is something you could sneak in if you wanted to get really silly with this list. It is a 1/3. It is green, and I don't know, land destruction. I wouldn't do it. That's why I didn't do it. All right, these gates could start piling up. Got to be a little careful here. That caterpillar might actually represent some serious damage. Serious damage. I always hear Litophytes read. Still a phrase around this house. Deal 4 damage to any meal. And we lose a petitioner. Petitioner. That kind of sucks. We need a 1-drop here. Let's go. We did not get it. So we might as well gain some life. Here we go. We'll bring out a petitioner again. Petitioner again. And hopefully next turn we can do the thing. Yeah. Really want to hold that Vandal. Got a feeling it's going to pay off. Yeah, you keep that stinky dimp in the graveyard. Don't play right into us. That's going to hurt. 5 gates. That's some pretty serious damage. Do you have to do that as a sorcery, though? Yeah. Huh. Well, okay. I'll fall for it. Sure. I think they thought the gates did that instantly, maybe? Is that what's happening? Or do they have Drown in Sorrow here? Oh, Crypt. Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good move. That sucks for us. But they're going to have to wipe their board to do it. And looks like they're willing to do it. Okay, well, we'll get a mill out of the deal. I've never seen this avatar before. Manor Gate showing up. Crypt Rats with a Basilisk Gate. That's pretty sick. Keep your rat alive. I like it. Ah, damn it. I can't really... Got to get some creatures out here. I'll play this out, gain some life. Might be relevant. I'm going to forego the kill plan and just get creatures out here again. Boop. Hopefully we can grab a duress. I doubt that they're going to run it. It's mostly a creature-based strategy when you have the cards we've seen. Battlefield Scrounger, yeah, that's something I don't want to see too much. You'd have to see, that's the thing. To beat this consistently, you'd have to really hate on it so much that you would lose to everything else. So it's really well positioned. Oh, there must be a cat outside. There's a tree with these really cute little sparrows that are very, very festive, to say it the right way. And every once in a while, they'll just have some big calamity will happen, and they're just squawking back and forth and such. All right, well, they're helping our cause here. I'd be surprised if we don't win this one. Seems like they're just walking right into what we want to do. But you never know. Spore Frog does absolutely nothing. Poor guy can't even attack right now. Ouch. Okay, well, Vandal time. Stop. Vandal time. All right, let's get a Winding Way here, or Lórien Revealed. Hey, that's pretty cool. Why? We only have one of these. We just top decked it. I can't complain. Creatures. This one and this one, please. Thank you. Any order. Any order's fine. We'll keep our little mystery card back. We'll gain 3 life here. 2 life. Sorry about that. As I lie to you all. Boink. Sure, we'll play the land. I guess we shouldn't have. I got a way to bring back that Crypt Rat. Maybe. That's a strange play. Why would you care? Oh, okay, there it is. There it is. And Vandal's gone. We might lose this one. They can get back Rat. They can activate it, keep up Gate, and wipe the board, and the Rat will be like a 6/6 or 7/7. We do have instant ways of making them draw a card or mill it. Just do that. All right, so we got an EOT, Tortured Existence, going to probably wipe the board next turn. Let's hope we can stop that from happening with another Petitioner. Good, here we go. It's a thing I'm willing to do. Gonna be close. I love having 3 Masked Vandals main. May have gotten a little reckless with that. It would have been nice to hold back, but they're running those Innocent Blood Marauder dudes. This is frustrating. Even worse, out comes out a Scrabbler. Grabbing Crypt Rat, I'd imagine. Must be a mosquito in here. My knee itches. It's so rare to see these lists work well. There's just so much graveyard hate out there, just like there is life gain. I think they should reduce Withered Wretch to a common. Not that I would see play in Pauper, but... All right, there's the thing. Yeah, they can wipe the board right now if they want to. They can wipe if they want to. They can leave all creatures behind. And if you don't wipe the Crypt Rat's a life in it, no friend of mine. Strange plays. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. I would have wiped the board as the song suggests, because now I just win. They don't have as much time as they think. I mean, this is 24 cards. They're at 21. So, nighty-night. It's deceptively good. Let's do this. Boop. You, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do it on the upkeep, and you're gone. One, 2, 3, 4. Bye-bye, Governor. Yeah, Gary would love that one there. Boink. All right. Boop. Do they have something in their hand that makes this not a thing? I'm not sure. I respect the hell out of this. Main deck fairy, why not? Especially with a Tortured Existence engine. Yep, they're running all 4 Existence. Pretty standard list. What are they up to? That's a sorcery. Didn't expect to write TE in the chat here. What do they got here? What is this? What is this new devilry? Cool. Just kind of like making a point, I guess. I never understand those plays. Like, I'm going to do this stuff. All right. Crypt in. Not too worried about that. Maybe. I think we're good on those. We'll keep Knot of the Bone. Love the Vandals. Love, love, love them. These are pretty weak sauce. Might get rid of 2 of those. 1 Petitioner. Let's go. It's been so hot here. We're trying not to use the kitchen because we live near the ocean, so we don't have AC. It's only like 2 days a year that we feel like we would want it, so we don't use the oven. So we've been chowing down on In-N-Out Burger like crazy. Boy, this is a pretty damn good draw. I'll keep. I'm just going to lead off with Tormod's Crypt and just shut the door. Maybe we'll get a concession. Kobold Hero with the gingerbread lady. I know, watch my cool deck do what it does before it loses. We have that Parlance and Pauper stuff. I forget. I think it's called a pouting play that we named it, where it's just like, oh yeah, watch this, you know. I don't really fear a duress effect here. They're very creature-based, so I think I want to hold on the Crypt so that we don't walk right into a Caterpillar play. So let's... I'm going to lead off with a Seer. This way I can start doing it every upkeep, make sure we find everything. This is such a good card. Beginning of your upkeep usually is when I do it, you know, to make sure if I need to hit a land or whatever. Just love this card. Such a big miss, too, because the last time I played this card just came out. Was the last time we played a Petitioner list, and I didn't see it. And I was like, oh my god, that would have made such a difference. Remove. Let's see what we're going to see. That's pretty good. We don't really need it now, do we? I'm going to see bottom. I don't need that. Boink. Cool. Let's... Man, this is... I don't really need the life gain. I'd rather just get our mana right here. I'm just going to do that. We'll save the automation here. I think if they had the edict, dude, they would have played it. Okay. Upkeep again. Boink. What are we going to draw? Hey, Froggy. We like seeing you all the time. Let's draw some cards, shall we? Woo! Froggy man does whatever the swamp can. Wonk. Cool. Hey, let's just make everything right, shall we? Cycle. Oh, you know what? I just need an island. 2 forest effects, plenty for this list. We're going to Winding Way, our way to oblivion. Come on, drop that. Let's get your graveyard activated here. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Problem child. Yo. Sure. Wonk. We have modified 3 cards. Hey, we like seeing that. Top. Cool. We don't want to play that now, do we? We don't want to play anything now. We'll just sit around and wait. Winding Way. Creature. Cool. Oh, man. This is frustrating, huh? We've got 7. We might as well just wait. Right? Or do we want to make them activate it? Let's see how aggressive they want to get with that rat. They can 3-for-1 us. And now, do I want to do this now? I'll play this. We'll make the decision a little bit harder. That way they can't react. React. It's a new mechanic. 11 Rumble. Interesting timing. Want to wait till existence is activated so that we can do the thing. They've already got 1 gate out, 1 in the yard. This is scary times. I did have a note to myself to maybe consider Gut Shot for this sort of scenario. I mean, in a deck like this, you'd probably want to run something like a Tim effect instead so that you can hit it with Winding Way. Stinkweed Imp showing up. All right. We're going to get a lot of activations here. Boop. Let's see what we're going to draw. Another Crypt. I like that. Top. Boink. We'll do the thing. We'll play this out. Good times. They can't activate that yet, so I'm going to play the Advisor now. Oh, shoot. I got to sort of go all in here. This is a little frustrating. Sure, we'll do this. Now we can activate, deactivate. Piracy Charm, good call. Very good call. It's just tough going spell-based with Winding Way. It can feel a little unorganic. This represents an interesting scenario for our opponent here. They don't have the mana to really keep Rat alive here. I guess we wait, right? One damage could mean the difference. So much work. We've looked at 4 cards, modified, 4 draws. And then what do you get left behind with? A 0-3. Pretty cool. The oil is all-knowing. The trick is to ask the right questions. I could have stopped it at the first sentence. Powering up the rat. Rat attack. Rat attack. Here we go with the big old rat. Is he going to attack first? I did not see that scenario. I forgot that added mana. That's a bummer. Alrighty. Well, let's do the thing. We'll go chomp, 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 chomp. If this was a Clark Kent Shaman, I could keep it alive with this dorky little move. Cool. Wipe the board. Oop. We're going to gain a lot of life, though. Let's do this now. Bye-bye. And I'll just play the automation. Force him to just kind of keep doing the chump thing. Winding Way would be really nice. We're just going to keep walking into this removal effect here. I guess so. I'll hold on to that so I can hopefully trip it again. Right now I just want a blocker. We can Gnaw to the Bone, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10 damage we get back with Gnaw to the Bone. Up it goes. I'm going to wipe the board here. Might as well do it for 2. They have a 1 damage spell here. We shall see. Do I do it now? Sure. Let's Gnaw. Nasty little combo being able to keep a Crypt Rat on the board. Like I said, that's the one spell we don't want to see. This is pretty well timed here. We'll get rid of the thing. Sure. Boink. Eats a little bit of the yard here. Let's not get rid of a frog. We'll get rid of this. Okay. Need a Winding Way to show up. Otherwise, it looks like we're headed for Elville. Game 2 here. It's going to be a long show today. Got one more game to play after this. Stranger Than Fiction. All right. Let's see some TE enter the yard, eh? All right. Marauder showing up. Feels like they have a Marauder. That's why they would do that move. Nah. It's folly to think that. I love that little caveat. Non-token. It's like, thank you. That's pretty good artwork. Yeah, that skull in the tree is a little staged. I guess it would be in real life, though, too, you know. All right, we get a little break in the action. No sense in doing that yet. Thank you for listening to me, List. I like when you do that. Winding Way, probably the best thing we could have drawn. Creature. Let's go. Ooh-wee. Shall we? Well, next turn I can do stuff. I'll try to do it then. You don't put skulls on your trees. Art-wise, it just feels like a little like, you probably should have stopped before you did that. I get it. Now, representing maximum damage. Mizium Skin for the win. Crunch. Down they go. Our graveyard's just going to keep filling up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we don't have enough mana to really do the thing here. Cool. As it sits now, just going to play this out. We're so close to being able to do the thing. It's just got to give us a break in the action here. I might let them hit me. This goes down. Golgari showing up. All right, that's interesting. If I can just get one swing out of this deal, I'm going to feel okay. This looks like our window has opened. I really care that they want to get mana back. Go for it. I've only got one more. Oh, this is our last crypt. We've milled one, so. Good. We have a reprieve. Do not activate the Seer here. Let this hit. I'm going to do the thing now. No, because I'm not going to be able to do it next. Nope. Come on over. And here we go. This is going to hurt. I'm going to be able to power up these advisors one shot. We got to go all in just to stand a chance here. Bink, 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 bink. There we go. At least we can block. Tree Man going down. Knot of the Bone keeping us in it. It's a close one, folks. Don't think we're going to come away with this one. We'll make it close, though. All right. Activation. As we take a whole lot. Let's do this to here. 2, 3, 4. Told you at the top of the show, number one thing we don't want to see is Crypt Rats. There it is. Caterpillar. 3 Marauders. I imagine that's the limit. Wipe out. Till I see Graveyard Shenanigans, I'll just keep that Crypt out. All right. I don't think we can survive another turn, can we? Yes. We're just doing this to stay alive. Have a blocker at least. Slow him down a little bit. 13 cards left. Now, if we draw another Knot of the Bone, we might be able to just mill him the old-fashioned way. It's not over yet, but it's getting close. Rats don't like advisors. Yeah, like-minded. As far as politicians go, right? Oh, that's a weird play. I guess you forced me to use the Crypt now. Okay. A lot of mana for just pay 3. See ya, governor. Power up the rat. Oh, hello. Oh, do you have a Tortured Existence here? That's a permanent. Malevolent Rumble. A lot of people miss this one. Great, great, great card. Bazooka Bog. Oh, that spells the end for us. That's a bummer. Surprisingly good against our life gain attack. Come on, power up the rat. Forget that you did it. You know, we could just play Acid Moss. Ramp up. Boom. Take the gate out. Don't write that down, kids. All right. That's weird. Creature covering that. All right, cool. Winding Way would be optimal here. We could win the game. Winding Way for the win. Ah. Petitioners. All right. I mean, it doesn't really do anything to play that right now, does it? Guess we'll just wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're dead here. Maybe they get greedy, think they have more turns than they do. I don't know. All right, there's step 1 in our death plan. Since it's going to die anyway, let's do the thing. Hiya! Show me Tortured Existence. No. All right. Whack. Perfect 10. They're going to kill us. So, looks like we're going to game 3. Now, if we had a Knot of the Bone here, that'd be funny as hell if they kill the rat, and then we're like, survive with 1 or 2 life. Do they got the stones to do it? Oh, they don't. Check that out. Woo! Hey, cool. 2, 3, 4, 5. Not that this is really going to do much. We'll cast this. Draw some cards. Now they'll do it. Yeah. Good for you. Playing very smart Magic. If that just said land cycling, we could gain life, but who are we kidding? Let's see what cards we would have drawn. Not very much help. Alrighty. So that's a problem. You know what? Weakstone might be a good call here. I say might. Knot of the Bone. Pretty good card. We've already got 2, though. I don't think we need the 3rd. We've already seen Bog show up. It would keep them from attacking. But they could just keep wiping the board. So that's a no-go. I think we just got to hope that we get their graveyard before they do. Anybody got anything to say about that? Moment's Peace might be interesting. I think we'd be overboarding, though. I think we're just going to run this back. Lignify, yeah. Back when I used to love playing mono green. In fact, I was looking for all kinds of, I know all about those cards, or roots, or, you know, there's all this, like, how do I get green removal in this? Yeah, I want to play first. Let's just have a good hand, please. Another mulligan. All right. It's the price you pay. Uh-oh. Not good. We have to mulligan this. Feels like a bad brute squad draw here. Or mulligan. If you told me we're going to lose to Tortured Existence, I would not have believed you. This is how we get back in the game. Our mana's right. I'm going to get rid of all the little dorks. Done. Sure. Let's bring this out. Throw that Stampede on turn 3. Hope we don't see a Marauder, but it's a gamble I'm willing to take. Getting rid of our little 1-drop dorks. Sure, we'll just do this. Bring out the Petitioners. Hope for the best. They've got to survive 2 turns because that Stampede's coming down no matter what. Caterpillar, big deal. Oh, missed a drop here. Suggests that they have a lot more than you think. Let's do the thing right now. Bloop. And it's like we mulliganed. Or we didn't mulligan, that's what I mean. Any order, please? And we're right in this. If we can just untap and they don't have that Marauder here. Lignify. Okay. Hey, look at this. We got all kinds of answers. Let's do the thing. Petition. Petition. Why not? Maximize mana. Let's go. We've got 4 mana. They got none. We double mulliganed. Somehow this feels better, though, because we kept the Lead the Stampede draw engine. All right. Basilisk Gate showing up. Anything unnatural shows up. We've got the Vandal. Hiya! I guess we could chew the Vandal up with the Eldrazi token. That seems a little wanton. Macabre. What did they grab? That might be valuable information, Adrian. Really? Huh. All right. Here we go. Alrighty, Petition Man. I think we can keep these dudes back. I'll get out another one here. Let's go. I'm not worried about Crypt Rats here yet. What I'm going to do is immediate. I've got these senses that tell me do this now. 1 dude down. All right. Cool. Borg Reaper said, what does this do again? Return a creature from graveyard to your hand, gain 2 life. If it was kicked, return another permanent. Damn. It's a pretty good card. If this had flashback, it'd be way better. What do we have here? Okay. It's funny how often this little 1 damage or one move matters. Just gets you to that number. They are ready to rumble for sure. For sure. All right. I'll do the thing. Feels like we've got this one. Digging for that Crypt Rat, aren't they? I think I'll eat that token. I think that's a very they're hurting for mana right now. I think eating that's going to make a difference. I'll do the thing. Let's see what we eat. What good card? Oh, it's a Guild Gate. That's actually pretty good. Alrighty. I think I'll keep these dudes back, and I said I'm going to do it, so I'm going to do it. We're going to do this. And I can't do that. I guess I could mill myself in response, but that ain't worth it. Dang it. But I can double activate here, so we just win. Yep. And now we'll just do this here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't double activate, can I? Dang it. 4. Darn it. Oh, well. And I'm going to do this now because I got spidey senses. Double Crypt Rats in the yard. I have to win this turn. We double mulliganed. It looks like we're going to win. I guess they could caustic the automation, but that seems like a bad play. Be funny to go undefeated today and then leave you all for a week. Woo! All right, 4-0. Except, you know, that's a pretty good list. But other than that, we've faced all. Well, no, the big green list early, but we did face big blue and your typical RDW list or whatever they're calling it these days. Whatever the kids are saying. Yeah, let me show you the old list. Oh, hold on. I think this is incorrect. Leave. Because I do have the second one in there. Create. There we go. I got to make sure. I thought I loaded the other list on accident, which brings me to, so the original list, Guy Who Walks Alone, you know, used the Vitalize engine, untap all creatures, dramatic reversal, untap, the Petitioners engine, some counter magic, preordained ponders, etc. Let's revisit the sideboard here. Yeah, the Masked Vandal is here. But this is vastly superior. No offense to a Guy Who Walks Alone. He didn't have those cards at the time of that list. So, hey, it's Little Fight. Let's see what we're going to do here. I can't do too much. I got a mulligan. I was noticing a theme with this list here. All right, that's good. Keep. This represents life. I know Little Fight's on... what am I trying to say here? I know he's on... red. So we'll do this. Say done. And we'll just start off with the life gain here. I don't know, maybe the Islet's the play. All right. This probably a traditional burn list, knowing my buddy. He hasn't been playing too much Moto, so don't hold that against him. This will be kind of a bit of a flashback, probably, I'd imagine. I really like this draw. This is typical. He's got red does stand a chance against this list, but look at, we drew a very heavy life gain package, and so I can feel his frustration already. It's like, really? I drew 3 automations and this Sanctuary against a burn heavy matchup. If he gets a permanent out here, we might be in trouble, like a Thermal Alchemist or whatever. Nice package. All right. As predictable as a sunset. Old school. Cool. Maybe we bring out Petitioners for a permanent blocker. If I draw another one, I'll consider that. We'll be gaining quite a bit of life this turn. Yep, I said it, and I'm going to do it. We'll do this. I'm doing this because it will eat a spell and stop any attack shenanigans. This 3-body is so important. It's like, had they made this a 1/1, with that ability, still be played, but man, this deck just has so much staying power because of that number 3 on all these cards. It's just, like I said at the top of the show, Clark Kent Shaman, Crypt Rat, maybe Swirling Sandstorm if you want to get very meta. But that's about the only things you really got to worry about. Is it worthy of a Weatherseed Fairies or a Tim effect? I doubt it. I mean, we got through it. We lost 1 game, but we've won all our matches, so I'm feeling very antsy. It's starting to get hot, so I'm trying to move my body more and stop heat areas from forming. Yeah, it's funny how no one runs Sulfurous Blast. Doesn't that do damage to people too? People. I mean players. Roadblock. Maybe he's got... Did he play a land? No, he would have played Searing Blaze had he had it. We'll block. Here we go. It's nice to see Little Fight back on Moto. Woo. Again, anybody got any artificial intelligence questions, hit him up in the chat, because he's by far the person that knows that the best, I think. Well, that was weird. That was a bug, wasn't it? It did 1 damage. They did 1 more. Oh, no, it didn't. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. All right. Strange. Okay. Maybe I bring out the other Petitioner. Let me just get an island here, please, deck. All right. Well, that's frustrating. But I'll take it because we can draw here and it's another 3-body problem, which is very good on Netflix, by the way. See how I just rolled right into that reference? All right. Give me some life. Whoop, whoop. Advisor time. Yeah, Terminator holds up. The original's really good. Second one's pretty good. I respect the second one's writing circle or the. Okay. Well, we're gonna take 2. Let's do the thing. We'll bring out the Petitioners just for a blocker, probably. It'd be nice to draw another Sanctuary before I play the other automations, but could technically double block here pretty soon. Meaning, oh, do I want to do this now? I do. I gotta find a land here. It's kind of the only thing holding us back from winning. Oh, I don't want that. Do I? I wasted turn doing that. No, bottom. Give me a land, please. I know we could go call land and search, but that didn't work out too good the last time, did it? All right, we like this play. I mean, I'm going to draw land. Here's 2 more life. And we could get 2 more if we wanted, but I'd rather do the thing. Let's go. Combo online. Blockers aboard. We have won. If we make it to 20, I know. It's tough being a dad with all the, when you listen to the news, especially here in the States and stuff, and all the upheaval politically and everything. It's glad my kids have their head on straight, because if you listen to the wrong channels, it does seem like the end of the world is going to be like in the next few months. As long as I got Magic and Pickleball, I'm good. I'm a simple man. Okay, what are we dealing with here? All right. We could still do the thing. Sure. So now we're at 19 against Burn. Got plenty of blockers and combos online. This feels pretty good. We'll block just 1. You know what? I'm going to take one of these dudes out. Let's do that. Stop him from doing these shenanigans. We'll do the mill thing. Oh, I can't. I've only got the 3. Oh, that's a bummer. Misplay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Got to be 4, right? Yep. Wonk. Cut down on the numbers here. Don't want to just keep having 6 damage coming at my face every turn, so. And we got the Pierced Heart, old school, coming up. Booyah. Pretty damn good draw. Drawing some life. Here comes some more Petitioners. Nighty night. That should do it. I'll activate that, looking for our basic island, but kind of showcasing the power of these and the hindrance, right? If we had blue, I mean, we'd probably be at like 10 life without these, but we'd be able to be drawing into more stuff here. Welcome back, Propaganda. You're so supposed post-apocalyptic Pauper and Pickleball. Well, 99% Pauper and 1% mention of how things are going. Probably had one of my best outings the other day. Just one of those days where I just like won every game. And I mean, I definitely missed some drops and stuff, but overall, I think it was probably one of my strongest days in a long time. We'll do the thing. Tapping all of these. We'll keep this dude back up. Let's do here in case he does some stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here we go. Searing Blaze, like that. Oh, gotta be careful of Fire Blast. Bonk. Hiya. Skewer the critics. All right, let's find some answers here. Oh, that's good. Top, sure. That's a really good draw for the curse here. And another big body problem. I just got to double check that graveyard. There we go. Last time I get hit with the curse. Bonk. Beep, beep. I could have probably activated that. Maybe I should have. Beginning of turn. Gain 2 life. That's just unfair, isn't it? and we deal with the problem. Yes. Boop. Crack. Krakatoa. Let's see what we're going to get. Don't need that. I want mana. Bottom. This game's over. All right, 14. They need a Sulfuric Blast. Speaking of the chat, a little while ago, burn. My pen is running out. All right, off to game 2, where things will get drastically worse. We'll bring this in. I'm not sure if I want to be on Lead the Stampede in this matchup. I do like the Vandal. I love having access to 3 of these in a deck. It's just so good. We'll get rid of 2 Petitioners, maybe 2 Prophets. And these represent life, so I'm going to keep them in even though they're little dork drops. But what do I get rid of? What do I get rid of? Another Prophet. Yeah, it draws you a card, but our mana's been a little clunky. That Advisor and the draw is the only reason that's in the list. I'm not sure if that would just be a better, like maybe a second Lead the Stampede, maybe another Island main, and then 2 Preordains. I don't know. It's pretty cool to have access to that, though. All right, we'll keep this. And we don't have any green yet, so I guess it's probably best against the burn list to just hold on Hydroblast for like a, if the Alchemist shows up or another curse, we can just blast it. Blasted. And if nothing happens, we can just do the thing. Very unlikely, given the state of the turn. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Please like, subscribe, and do all that young kid stuff to YouTube and Twitch and whatever if you're watching this later on YouTube. All right, we'll take that. Say nope. Boink. We're looking for permanence for this. That tends to be the way you want to play it. Nothing goes down here. Oh, this is getting ugly. Let's cycle this. Go get the last islet. We only have 2. Really like the mana ratio that Jeremy Dauer, the original list, came from. Again, if you missed the top of the show, Collector Legion in Lawndale, California is where we play on Monday nights. Pauper? Nope. Bam. And he's won 2 weeks in a row with a similar list. We showed it. I might try to revisit it too. I've shown about 3 lists of mill here. Definitely going to get your worth there. Gonna play this, and we're just going to sit back. Dangerous territory. I would like to see the Sanctuary show up because of the life gain potential here, but getting our mana right. Getting nervous. Yeah, that sucks. Do we let it go, though? I think we do. All right. We'll have to counter the other one if it happens, but right now we don't need green, and I think that's a wee bit reckless of us to use our only counter spell for that. So representing Hydroblast, artwork I hate. I'm just such an old schooler, and I'm such a visual person that I make mistakes when I play with the newer art. Like I tried that with Prismatic Strands. I actually missed the card. I was like, oops, that's a problem. Notify is not to be underestimated. This dude is a master at burn. Now, Searing Blaze. At this point, most damage I'm going to have to counter now. We're getting a little too... I'll let a curse slip through because we have the Vandal, but we don't have anything in our yard yet. Time to start killing or countering stuff. I don't want to be in this position. Boop. Yeah. Don't want a Searing Blaze here. That would suck bad, but whatever. Ouch. All right. Not where you want to be against Little Fight. Come on, Sanctuary. And even welcome killing the Petitioner here. 2 spell. Got to tell Little Fight. Somebody in the chat, when he jumps back in, remind him of the new plot card that Red has. He would love to know about that. Yes! Oh, I'm sorry, old buddy. And it looks like I just drew out of damage territory here. And I'll play the Vandal just for the life gain here. Okay. Love seeing that Sanctuary. It saved us a few times, so 8's a lot better than 5. We're going to mill, and hopefully we turn over a Fire Blast, because that would just be the way of the world, wouldn't it? Boop, 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 boop. Hey, you like that? Another modifier showing up. Cool, cool. Do this here. Play this. Do this. This way we can find some life stuff. Any of these hasty creatures he's fond of playing. We've got 4 3 toughness bodies out. So it looks like we're going to go undefeated on the day. Again, reminder, we won't be here till the 21st. We're going to miss the next show next week, a week from today. I will not be here. You're welcome to hang out in the chat. That would be kind of pointless, but who am I to say you can't do that? You hardcore people out there, something like Mindstab Thrall might actually do that. All right, let's go here. Boop. And I love you all for it. Love the fanaticism. That might be too big of a word for that. You know what I mean? Woo! Hey, I like this. Holy cow, this is a good draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's cast it. Just draw 3. All right. We're not out of the woods yet. Campers. I want to see what I'm going to draw. Oops, nope. Attack for 0. Talk about your bad play. Let me do this here. What are we going to get? Scry. Show me some life gain. Show me another Seraph. Show me automation, maybe. Anything that'll gain life. 2 damage to each creature. All right. Changeling even lives through that. It is a pirate. Oh, I like that. Top, please. Because that might dig up, what do you call? You know, I technically should have activated there. I shouldn't have activated there, but because I didn't read the card, I think he's, all right. I guess he's just showing us how bad his hand is. There we go. 5-0 on the day. This is not the list we were playing. This is the list we were playing. I'll show you the original before we head out. This is a fantastic option for you out there if you want to do that. Yeah, the Changeling. Yep, that's I almost missed it too. I was like, oh, there it goes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that rule. So this is the original list. Again, the difference is they played the mascot, but look how fragile this is. We never really need this ability. I'm sure you could point to maybe 1 or 2 times that wasn't true this time, you know, with the Seraph Sanctuary. It's actually a pretty good call. I'd just rather play the more Petitioners and the way I've built it. But it's definitely an option. You could make an argument for maybe 2 of these and cut two of the frogs, but you know, we love us some frogs because the mana can be a little clunky. The original had the generous end. I just didn't see the reasoning for this. I mean, yeah, you can go grab this and a forest, but I believe my build to be better. I don't want to sound ego whatever when I say that. I gave this quite a look-see here. And if you look at the original list too, they were running. Jeremy was running negates, and I don't like that logic because of what I mentioned about an hour into the show. The main things you're worried about are creatures, Clarkhand Shaman and a Crypt Rat. So I don't believe negates are going to get you much. I'd much rather have a Remove Soul style card there. I think there's some better options to go with there. But anyway, this is how I built it. I pretty much would keep it as is. You know, that whole what did we learn sort of thing. I learned it's a really strong list, and you could 5-0 with this pretty easily. Might even want to take it to a challenge. I think it would really throw some people off. So anyway, congrats to Jeremy, and thank you for sending in the list. That's how this stuff happens, people. You come up with something creative. You send us an email, pauperganda@gmail.com. little comments and such, and maybe it tickles my funny bone and we play it on the next show. So that's how it goes. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much for joining me. It's great to see Little Fight back in the cards. Oh yeah, the no, let's give him the card. What is the one with plot? Let me just find it for you. Plot, P-L-O-T, and show me the red card. There it is. Highway Robbery. That's the one you want to get 4 of. Little Fight. Probably be really good in burn. Plot's a strange mechanic that can really speed up your dead draws when you draw a land and burn and stuff like that. So you'll dig that card a lot. Anyway, who would have thought we'd show Highway Robbery in a mill list, right? But this is Frog Mill. We love our little dude here, the Pawn Prophet, keeping our spirits high. No show next week. Apologies. I'm going to be playing hooky quite a bit this fall. Maybe I would guess 2 or 3 shows before the year is out that I'm going to miss. But anyway, hey, Nevin Rolls Disc Golf. Nice to have you with us. Thanks for everything. For chiming in at least. I think that's the first time I mentioned you. So this Deluxe Golf signing off for PauperGanda. We're going to go off with one of my favorite bad movies, Hudson Hawk. See you in 2 weeks.
Every schmo has the fantasy that the planet revolves around them. It rains, a car crash stops traffic, you say, how can this happen to me? But for us, this isn't a fantasy, it is a reality.
Oh yes! If Da Vinci was alive today, he'd be eating microwave sushi naked in the back of a Cadillac with the both of us. The project of his life is now the toy of mine. History, tradition, culture are not concepts. These are trophies I keep in my den as paperweights.
Attention Propagandanites! Show your love of all things Papa with our Ultra Deluxe Playmats. And true to our Papa roots, the glorious artwork is 100% free.
The accoutrement that you will need. Accoutrement? What is that?
Just send an email to propaganda@gmail.com with the subject 1, 2, or 3, and we'll send you the playmat file for free. All you need to do is visit our friends at inkgaming.com. Order yours today.